In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to edit the podcast clip. Now, if you've been on TikTok for a while, you should have been seeing podcast clips. It's just basically podcast, and these guys will take this video from YouTube, and then they'll edit the videos, and then they'll post it. This video goes on to go viral, and they'll make money from this type of content. So, and I'll show you guys how to make this type of content on my phone. Now, looking at this, you can see this is an example of a podcast clip, and this video has over 500k likes, and this video had if we go to their page, we'll see that this video had 6.5 million views. Personally, I'll say this video made $6,500 because this type of niche, they always get high RPM because people are always engaged in it. It's like a ghost type of niche. They talk about ghosts, they talk about scary content. So and I'll show you guys how to create this type of content. And watching these videos, you can see that they're adding graphical illustration, like graphical pictures under the images. This is very helpful to make people to increase your retention rate, because the more people understand what we are talking about or what you're talking about with a graphical illustration like a picture, the more your retention, because people want to wait once they are trying to get the point of what the speaker is talking about. Now, so I'll show you guys how to create this type of content. So this is what this is type of niches I'm talking about. Now, you guys don't need to like necessarily clip this guy's content, you understand? Just go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. This is YouTube, and this is these guys. This is their page on YouTube, Jumpers Jump. But they are very big creators on YouTube with 1.6 million subscribers. Personally, I will not clip their content because they are big creators on YouTube. They are very big creators on YouTube, and TikTok is always putting out flag for this type of creators. Now, what you want to do is look for young creators that are just popping up, or people that are not yet that their content are not yet viral on TikTok. So these are people that you want to clip their content. Now, when you clip it in a way that it will go viral, and I'll show you how to do this on my phone. Now, what you need is you need the YouTube app. You need your Safari to download the videos in high quality. You need CapCut to edit these videos, and you need Bing.ai to generate AI images so that you can use them in the middle of the podcast speaking content. And number 5, last but not the least, you need TikTok to upload your video to TikTok. Now, I've watched this video and I've picked out one of the best parts. But if you want to download the video, what you just do is click on share, click on copy link. When you click on copy link, then you go to this app. This app is called snapsave.io. So once you get to this app, you just put your link, and once you paste your link, they will show you the video. Now, the best quality to download a video in is always 1080p because the quality will be massive. But it doesn't mean though you can save it in 720p. Understand? If you know how to increase quality in your editing app, you can save it in 720p. So, but personally, I always save it in 720p because I know how to increase the quality of a video in CapCut. But if you want to be massive quality, always download it in 1080p because the higher the quality of your video, the more the chance of it to go viral. So I always tell people that are just starting to edit that always download the video in 1080p. Now, so what you do is that after you downloaded your video, then you will go to CapCut. So now, guys, we're inside CapCut, and I'll show you exactly what to do. Now, the first thing you want to do, the first thing you should always do is to clean out silences from the video. If there are any silences in the video, clean it out first. And if there are any stammering in the video, clean it out. Which means if the speaker is like, if he's repeating words, like he repeated a word before he later got what he's trying to say, remove the part that he first repeated and leave the part that he spoke perfectly. Now, another thing you want to do is when you're editing a video, the hook of the video should be perfect. Now, a video always have 3 parts. There's the hook, the meat and potato, and the outro. Now, the hook is the first 5 seconds that will, when people are scrolling on TikTok, it will catch their attention. That's the hook. So the hook of the video must say something meaningful that will make people stop, that will make people curious. You understand? Then the meat and potato is just like the middle of the middle part of the content, which must also be interesting. And the outro must be something like a conspiracy, or something that will make people comment, or something that like we shall pay off at the end, that is to make people worth their while of watching the entire movie. So now I'll show you how now where this clip together so I can show you guys what I mean. Now that we have moved the parts of the video that we really want to use. So I've talked about the cleaning silences and cleaning the stammering part. That's very important. The next thing you want to do is you want to align the video to the perfect size that you want it to be, which is the TikTok size. Now you click on aspect ratio and then you click on TikTok ratio, which is 9:16. So you drag the image to fill the screen. So you want the people that are speaking to always be in the screen. So you have to do it. So the guy goes, "Oh yeah, like I have a third eye." Now this guy went back, so we wanted to catch him when he went back too. So what we'll do is we'll split it from when the camera went to his side. So you have to split here, you split here, and then this part. You have to make sure the parts that you are trying to edit is highlighted. So you will not go and highlight, you will not go and edit on that part. So because the guy's part is now highlighted, what I will now do is I'll now move the camera a bit so it will show him when he went back. I'm like, okay, so now we have to move this guy into the middle. I'm like, okay, that's cool because my mom has a third eye, yeah, and doesn't really see shit, right? But he sees. Like his is way more active than my mom's third eyes, right? So obviously, there's not a lot of rooms in my house, and third eyes, right? So obviously, mom's third eyes. So I don't like this active side that the guy said, so I want to remove it. Because another thing you have to consider when editing a video is this part necessary? Is the part necessary in the video? Is he contributing to the video? If he's not contributing to making the video interesting, remove it. And the guy comments on active, to me, we don't need it. My mom's third eyes. So what I'll do is as the guy said this finish, I'll just split. Right? So where this guy says so too, I don't need it. So I'll just obviously keep it where he said obviously. And I'll delete it. My mom's third eyes. Obviously, there's not a lot of rooms in my house, and there's a bunch of people staying, all of my cousins staying at my house. Yeah. So one of them is staying in the basement. So staying at my house. Yeah. So at my house, we'll stop there too. At my house, we'll stop there. Then where this guy said, yeah, is not necessary to, we need to just skip to where the guy continued talking about the story. You understand? This is what I'm talking about. Clean any parts that are not necessary, remove them. It will make a video more engaging. All my cousins staying at my house. So one of them staying at my house. So one of them at my house. One of them. You can see the video is not engaging. Staying at my house. One of them, we have removed the silences and the so. My cousin staying at my house. One of them is staying in the basement, right? And if you know my basement, I talked a lot about how there's a long hallway, and whenever I go down there, it's always like I get jitters, or it's like it feels weird. I do that thing where I run up the stairs real quick, right? Yeah. And I'm an adult, right? So I shouldn't even be scared of the basement no more, right? So this is where the video ends. We have moved all the parts that are not necessary. Now, the first thing you want to do is, the first thing I will do personally, I'll go to adjust, and then I'll make the video look smarter. I'll take sharpen to like 25, saturation to add more color to it. I can put saturation to 15, contrast, I can put like contrast to like 7, brightness, I can reduce the brightness a bit to like -7, and then I'll just add vignette, one last touch. I'll add vignette to like 15. Vignette are like dark edges, and then I'll add green to like 5. So, but if you're an editor, you can also add some things that you feel like is necessary. That's if you know how to use all these things. So when you're editing on phone, you have to drag this thing to the end for it to cover the place that you want. So everywhere the thing touches, everywhere the thing is going to edit. Now that we're done with this, and that's the second next thing is to add caption. You always want to add caption. So, and caption is very easy to do on CapCut. Just click on text and click on auto captions. Now look for the variation of the caption you want. Just scroll and look for the variation of caption that you want. I like this red and black one. Once I click it like that, and then I'll click on generate. So it's generating. We'll just have to wait. Is so it has generated finish. So now you have to like reduce this a bit and then drag it to the middle of the screen. That's what I used to do. I'll drag to the middle of the screen. So now,
I have a third eye. I'm like, oh.
so he said whoosh. Now, what if the caption is not correct, you have to edit it to say whoosh. Now, we will now edit it to say whoosh. Now, whoosh, this whoosh. So,
It goes, oh yeah, I have a third eye. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
so as you can see, captions make video engaging. Captions are one of the things that make a viral TikTok go viral on TikTok. So now that I've added this, the next thing I want to add is AI B-roll clips. And what will help us here is Bing.ai. Now, you now have to start watching the video and look at where you'll be bringing the B-roll clips. What me I will advise you is every 5 seconds, allow B-roll clips to always enter. And the B-roll clips should last like maybe 3 to 5 seconds too. So the first thing I'll do is I'll look for where I can first put B-roll clips.
The guy goes, oh yeah, I have a third eye.
This, oh yeah, like I have a third eye. I want to bring in a B-roll clip. So what I'll do is I'll go to Bing.ai and I'll tell it generate an image of a guy looking mysterious with a horn on his head. You know, you just have to add VC. You have to add extra things to spice it up. With a horn on his head and with a third eye on his forehead. Now, with a third eye on his forehead, add vignettes for cinematic look. So you send it. So once you send it, it will tell you I will try to create that. It should tell you how to create that. You have to just wait a bit. As you can see, it has just told you how to try to create that. So now it's your image is then generating. Now we just have to wait. So as you can see under, it's even telling you that you can still add some extra things. You can either add smoke, how to do this thing, make the background dark and moody and stuff. So you will save the image. When you get the image you want to use, you enter the image, you view it, and then you hold it down. You hold the image down and then you save it to photos. So once you are done, you come back into the app and then you are going to add it.
Third eye. Yeah, I have a third eye.
And the guy was like, oh yeah, like I. So once you use that I, you now go back, you press on overlay and you press add overlay and then you go to photos and you bring in the image. So,
oh yeah, I have a third eye.
So you end it where the guy ended the conversation, where he ended the sentence or about the guy. So this is it. Some people like to put their own small like this, but what me I will recommend is allow you to cover the screen. Allow it to be big. You understand? You should cover the whole screen. Now, another thing that makes it interesting is when the image is moving from right to left. There are two ways that I can do this. You can either come into animation, then you go to combo. When you go to combo, you look for an interesting animation that you can add. So, and if you don't want that, you can add keyframe. But personally, I like adding keyframe to allow the image to go from right to left. So what keyframe is, it allows the image or the video to move from one point to another. So what you do is that you will drag the image to the top right, like the right, you add a keyframe, then you move the image to the ending, and then you drag the keyframe again to go to the right. Now, if you watch it again, you will see that the image is moving. So now I've done before I made this video, I've gone to Bing.ai and I've saved all the images from Bing AI. I've saved all the images that I'm going to need. Now the only thing that remains is for me to just start bringing them inside so you guys can see how I'm doing it.
I'm like, okay, that's cool because my mom.
So my mom, when it reached my mom, I want to add for my mom too. So my mom has a third eye.
Because my mom has a third eye. Yeah.
So I want to stop it here. Delete this part. My mom has a third eye. I want it to be large. So it will start from here. We'll add the keyframe to the beginning. Then we'll take it to the end. So in the end, you don't need to add another keyframe. Just move the image. So the keyframe will add automatically.
because my mom has a third eye.
Yeah.
And doesn't really see shit, right?
But he sees.
Like his is way more active.
Now his is way more active. So we want to add another one to show that the guy's one is way more active. So we'll add overlay again and we'll bring in another image of third eye. So I want to bring in this one. So third eye. So
His is way more active. Third eye.
so as you can see in this place, when he said his is way more active than my mom's third eye, we can see that what the sentence mean is he said is the guy's third eye is way more active than his mom's third eye. So now what we want to focus on here with keyframe is the guy's third eye, is the third eye. So what we'll now do is we'll add keyframe at the beginning. I will make sure to zoom in on the third eye. You understand? Zoom in on the third eye. Then you will take your image to the ending of the video of the picture, and then you try to reduce the picture back to the normal length. You try to reduce the picture back to the normal length. Now, when we watch it, it will look as if the picture is zooming out. You'll see.
His is way more active than my mom's third eye. Obviously,
Can you
there's
see?
a lot of rooms in my house,
Epic.
and there's a bunch of people. And there's a bunch of people staying. All my cousins. And there's a bunch.
So he said there's no lot of space in my house and there's a bunch of people staying. So we want to add picture for that too. Picture of a bunch of people staying in a house. So
there's a bunch of people staying. All my cousins staying at my house.
So now we'll increase it and then we'll do the same thing. Add keyframe to the beginning and move it to the right at the end. Now, when you move it,
and there's a bunch of people staying. All my cousins staying at my house. One of them is staying in the basement.
we say one of them is staying in the basement. I've generated an image of a guy in the basement. So one of them is staying in the basement. We'll just do the same thing.
Staying.
So and that's you can just join it together safe.
One of them.
He said one of them. From that place, I said one of them is staying in the basement. You can just
is staying in the basement, right?
So reduce it a bit. Then add keyframe to the beginning part too. And the end to zoom to the right. Now,
one of them is staying in the basement, right? And if you know my basement, I talked a lot about how there's a long hallway.
He said there's a long hallway. I've generated an image of a long hallway too. So
there's a long hallway, and whenever I go,
there's a long hallway. So we'll zoom it in, and then we'll do the same thing. Add keyframe to the beginning and zoom to the right in the end.
There's a long hallway, and whenever I go down there, it's always like I get jitter.
Said it's always like he used to get scared. So I've generated an image of a boy that looks scared in the basement of his house.
Get jitters, or it's like it feels weird. I do that thing where I run up the stairs.
And I've generated another image of where he ran up the stairs. So
I run up the stairs real quick, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
So then you zoom the image in. You zoom the two images in. So you add keyframes.
I get jitters, or it's like it feels weird. I do that thing where I run up the stairs real quick, right?
Yeah.
And I'm an adult, right? So I shouldn't even be scared of the basement no more, right?
So now we are done with adding AI clips to make the video original. Now, and another thing you want to add is touch of. You need sound effects. You understand? Sound effects. So sound effects is like sound effect of the images coming inside. So now, what you just do, you come here, you come to audio and click on sound effects. So what I personally used to look for is like click sound. As you can see, clip sound. Now I will add the clip sound for the image entry. Now, when we hear it again, you see that it's different.
I have a third eye.
You see, click. It's in click. So now I want to add it to everything. I have to duplicate, and I'll drag this one to the next one. Then I'll duplicate again, and I'll drag this one to the next one. Then I'll duplicate. Shit. So duplicate, Now drag this one to the next one. I'll duplicate again. Now drag this one to the next one. I'll duplicate again. So basically, you just do everything for you, for everything, for all the bills that you're bringing inside. So as you can see, I'm done. So the next thing we need now, last touch, is the sound effect. So you want the video to have a sound effect. Now, and the best thing is to come here to TikTok. There's this sound effect that I love on TikTok that I relate. And another thing you want to make sure of that the sound effects you are using relates to what the video is talking about. If the video is talking about scary something, make sure your sound effect is about a scary content. If the video is happy mood, make sure your sound, not sound effect, the sound of the video should be like happy mood. So anything, the mood of the sound should be related to the mood of the video. Now, what the video we're editing is talking about, like scary, ghost, something. So what we'll do is now we'll download the sound. And the best way to download the sound is to look for a video that there was no talking from the video. It was only the sound that overlay. And the best one is this video. So can you see the sound is a mysterious sound? So I'll just come here, copy the link, then we'll go back to this website, SSTick. This sstick.io is website is best for downloading anything about TikTok. You can even download the TikTok sound. So I don't even need to press the video. I can just come here, go back to the sound. I can share, copy the link, and when I come back here and I paste the link here, you'll see that I can download the MP3. Do you see? I'll just download the MP3 and I'll download. Once I download, I can just click this thing and save it. I will save it to files. Save to files. So I'll save it to VLC files. Then I can just come back to CapCut and I'll go and import the sound. Don't allow paste. So what you do is you come here to audio, then click on sound, and then you go to files, then you go to device, select from device. I saved it to VLC, so we'll go to VLC, this is the sound, and then we'll open the sound. So we'll bring the sound inside. Now let's listen to the video one more time. And that is try to like reduce the volume of the sound, because it should not, it should just be in the background. It should not be disturbing the people that are talking. So now let's watch the video again.
So the guy goes, "Oh yeah, like I have a third eye." I'm like, okay, that's cool because my mom has a third eye,
Yeah.
and doesn't really see shit, right?
But he sees.
But his is way more active than my mom's third eye. Obviously, there's not a lot of rooms in my house, and there's a bunch of people staying, all my cousins staying at my house. One of them is staying in the basement, right? And if you know my basement, I've talked a lot about how there's a long hallway, and whenever I get, like, whenever I go down there, it's always like, I get jitters, or it's like, it feels weird. I do that.
So I still feel like the audio is disturbing, so I'll just reduce it small to like 30. 30 should be okay. So you go back to the ending of this video is 40 seconds long and the audio is 1 minute long. So you go to the ending and you make sure to cut the audio to where the video ends. And that thing you can add is you can make it to fade out. You should fade out, which means when the video is already ending, the audio will try to like reduce down. So now we are done with this video. That's just how it is. It's very easy. If not that I'm making a video, I should be done with this in like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be done. So that's just how it is. In the next video, I will tell you guys all about branding your page. So before I go, let me show you guys how you post. So when you're done, just export the video. So export the video. Then when you export the video, finish, you take it to your TikTok account. When you take it to your TikTok account, you just click on the plus sign. When you click on the plus sign, you click on photos. When you click on photos, you click on the video you want to upload. Click on the video, then you click on next. You add your caption. Then you upload and this thing. But make sure before you upload, it's showing United States, like I've talked in the previous video. And if it's not showing United States, get a desktop and look for a very good VPN and post with your laptop. So I'll see you guys on the next one.